Hey guys, what's up? Green Tam back with another video, and today we have another 2K23 roster update guide. Now, of course, with NBA free agency day 2 slowly wrapping up, the first big day of free agency finally wrapping up. Of course, there was a lot of slowness on the first day, mainly because a lot of teams seem to not want to be charged with a tampering penalty this time around. There was no big news really, not a whole ton of free agents, not a whole ton of anything happening. Now, of course, with day 2, we saw a lot more action. Of course, we're going to go over a lot of stuff here in this roster, so stick around and stay tuned, and I will go over just about all the information that you guys do need. I'll go over basically all the free agents, all the re-signs, contracts, stuff like that, trades, anything that I need to note. So first question is always, what console are you on? This is a PS5 exclusive, so this will be on strictly PS5. So if you're not on PS5, sorry, I do not have a roster for you, whether you're on PS4 or Xbox. I just don't have another roster. Sorry, just the way I work. I already put enough time and effort into these rosters. I don't need to be putting even more. Sorry, there's probably plenty of people out there that do good or relatively good work out there on Xbox or even on older generations. You probably just are going to have to look a little harder. But first and foremost, let's get into things and let's get things underway. So first, you're going to want to head over to features, of course, create roster, NBA Modern Current, user created, and then once you get to this screen, you will want to push triangle on your controller and search by online ID. Now, of course, all these rosters are the same, I will say that, and my name is Green Machine Sam, so color green, machine, and then S-A-M, no special characters needed, no capitalization, no spacing, and no numbers in the name, and it should bring up all my rosters. Now, of course, it does let me keep, I think it's 10 up. Of course, the 4 down here are the ones you don't really need, the 000 and below. You don't need those ones. All the other ones are the same, so there's no difference in between the 6 of them right now. So go ahead and download whichever one you want. We'll just grab a random one at random, of course. And, of course, it will take you to the opening screen. For some reason, I forgot to fix Tyrese Maxey. Good job. Already off to a great start. I just fucking remembered that I was supposed to fix him. Yep, cool. So I was getting him his money. So, he signed a 5-year, $203.9 million deal. Paul George, I tried to get as close to that $214 million. I couldn't quite get him all the way there. Kelly Oubre, Andre Drummond, and Eric Gordon all signed with the 76ers 3-2, 10, 16.3 basically. And this should be 214, I believe. Is it 214 or is it something a little higher? It is 211.6. So a little shallow, but I couldn't get his money up any more than what I already did. I tried all my tips and tricks, and just none of them would work. Of course, jersey numbers are subjective, and especially for players that are new to the team, like Paul George, Andre Drummond, and Eric Gordon. So I just tried to give them a reasonable number, close enough to where they would probably wear in real life. So there is that. Jared McCain, of course, the rookie. I think his jersey number did get confirmed to 20. I forgot to go through and probably do that. So, yeah, if any jersey numbers are wrong, just comment down below. I'll more than likely get them fixed in future videos. But for now, there is that. And, of course, the NBA free agents are here as well. So you can look at them and see them in all their glory. There's still a lot of names to go off the board, of course. Milwaukee Bucks did pick up DeLon Wright going to the Milwaukee Bucks. So he'll he'll head up north. Chicago Bulls took Jalen Smith off the board. 3 years, $27 million. So he got 9 a year. So I completely butchered that in the 2K24 video. He did get 3 years, $27 million, $9 million a year. He did not get 3 over 25. It was Gaga Badazzi, I think his name is. I don't remember exactly how to say his name. Going back to Magic, who got 3 years, $25 million. So I did mess that up. Cavaliers, I don't think brought anybody back or in. Jason Tatum getting his contract extension. Like I said, he had 2 years left on his deal, so I don't know if it voided his player option. Either way, this is about as much money as I could possibly get him in that time. So there is that. Jason Tatum getting a $314 million deal, because it should take him to 2026, if I remember. Not 2026. 2029, 2020, 2030 season. So there is that. Jason Tatum going back to the Celtics. Of course, he was still under contract, but still Derek White, another guy that was still under contract, but got $125 million, or I think it was closer to $126 million. Luke Cornett, and of course, Nemesis Quetta, I think. I don't know how to say his name quite properly. Kevin Porter, like I said, going back to going to the Clippers here, heading back to the NBA, getting it only said a 2-year deal, so I just gave him a reasonable deal of basically $5 million over that time. I did lower his overall, like I said in the 2K24 video. Nicholas Batum heading back to the Clippers on a 2-year, $9.6 million deal. Derek Jones as well heading to the Clippers on a 3-year, $30 million deal. So they get a couple of good role players. I don't think the Grizzlies or the Hawks really signed anybody either. The Heat, of course, got Love, and they got Drew Smith. I couldn't find Poland in the free agency pool, so I'll have to create him if I do want him on the team, of course. And, of course, the Jazz picking up Drew Eubanks, going there, 2 years, $10 million, getting a little bit more money than what his option was, of course. Malik Monk, as you all know, re-signed his deal. So 4 years, $78 million. Alex Len going back to the Kings as well, as they traded for Jalen McDaniels. Not Jaden McDaniels, Jalen McDaniels. Then, of course, OG Anunoby re-signs with the Knicks, as well as they got Mikal Bridges, of course. The Lakers, of course, are without LeBron James, as he is hoping that they will be able to sign somebody to a good mid-level exception at this point. Max Christie, 4 years, $32 million. Of course, I don't have the second-round rookies on this roster. I will plan on adding them, and they will probably be on the G League teams. But for now, they're just going to have to wait, as I do want to fill out most of the teams. And, of course, the teams that do still have active spots, I'll go ahead and get those guys added to the correct teams. Contavious Caldwell-Pope, Gary Harris, and, of course, Goga, all signing with the Orlando Magic. 2 of them re-signing, and, of course, KCP going there for the first time. They're getting that good shooter and defensive guard. And then, of course, the big one, the Dallas Mavericks getting Klay Thompson, getting Quentin Grimes, and Najee Marshall. All very, very, very good players. I think they should be able to retool and rebalance their team and hopefully get something going again this year. Denver Nuggets, the only notable one is DeAndre Jordan. Yes, his jersey number is going to be incorrect. There's no way of giving him the jersey number 6, so I just have to give him a random number. Reason being is because Bill Russell died around this time and they took the jersey number out. So you can no longer, of course, give that jersey number out. Obi Toppin back to the Pacers, of course. And then, of course, I don't think anything happened with the Pelicans. Tobias Harris going to the Detroit Pistons, 2 years, $52 million. A lot of money for him. That kind of surprised me. Garrett Temple heading back to the Raptors. Of course, Sasa Venzokov. Staying with the Raptors, there was reports that he could head back over to Europe. He decided to stay in America and with the NBA. Of course, Aaron Holiday going back to the Rockets, 2 years, 9.6 as well. His was actually like 9.57, but I decided to round it up. It just makes more sense to overpay. Chris Paul here heading to the Spurs, of course. Colin Gillespie heading to the Suns, as well as Royce O'Neal back with them, Boyle Ball back with them, and Mason Plumlee heading to them. Of course, the Oklahoma City Thunder, big names here. Isaiah Hartenstein signing for, it's supposed to be 3 years, 87. I'm going to get that fixed here in just a second. Aaron Wiggins signing for 5 years, 47. And then, of course, Isaiah Joe signing for 4 years, 48. So then being able to spend a bunch of money while all their young talent is still on rookie deals or relatively cheap deals, in my opinion. Nothing too special there going on for the Timberwolves. They're only getting Luka Garza back, of course. They still have a lot of talent on this team, but still they have some pieces to fill. Justin Minaya, and then, of course, the Golden State Warriors signing DeAnthony Melton, another 2-guard that can kind of stretch the floor, play good defense. I think he'll be a good addition to the Warriors. And then, of course, the Wizards not really adding money as of yet. So, like I said, there is some stuff I do need to fix. Of course, like I said, I do need to fix Hartenstein's contract. And then there's just a couple other things that I do need to fix. I do need to get overalls updated. For some reason, some of the overalls are incorrect. So I will need to go through and get a lot of that stuff done. I'll go ahead and get both those things done before I head out. And I'll probably send another update out. By the time you guys are seeing this roster, the updates should have came out, as well as all the fixes should have came out for the roster. So anything you did see incorrect that I named should be fixed. Now, of course, this doesn't include stuff that I might have missed or passed over. Of course, rookies with incorrect jersey numbers, or as well as just free agents or recently moved players with the different jersey numbers. I'll get those fixed as they come out, of course. That should be just about it. I do plan on doing a day 4 and a day 6 probably free agency updates. I plan on updating the roster every single day, like I've said before. Just because I don't push a roster update out in terms of a video style doesn't mean I haven't pushed a roster update out. It just means I haven't gotten around to recording one or didn't feel the need of recording one. So go ahead and check out the roster beforehand. And if you don't see an update, then of course you can comment down below asking if there's an update coming and stuff like that. I appreciate all the support you guys have shown on the videos, of course, especially on the videos as well as the channel. Like I said, if you guys have any suggestions for anything, hey, this guy actually did re-sign with his team. It just wasn't really noteworthy. No real news breakers, you know, Woj, Shams, or was it Chris Haynes from Yahoo? If one of them didn't report it and if I didn't see it, go ahead and let me know down below. I'm more than willing to, like, thank you. Like, seriously, I appreciate anybody's support that's like, hey, there is actually something you missed. This player was actually re-signed. This player was actually waived 2 days ago. This player just recently updated his jersey number. Could you fix it? I'll more than likely go in and get it done. Of course, I do have to go to work for the next fucking 10 hours, so you know, stuff will be a little bit slower, as well as with it being nighttime. I don't expect a whole ton of free agency stuff to go on. I know the two big names, Maxey and Paul George, re-signed last night / this morning, so there were those things, but still, I'll get more updates pushed out. I do appreciate the support you guys have shown on the channel, as well as the videos. With that being said, I'm out. Peace.